Hello, this is the introduction to the CRM customization and configuration lab for Module 1 for the UW Stout ICT 401 and 601 course, IT Policy and Audit. One of the goals of this class is to help you develop a depth of understanding with an enterprise information system beyond just basic application skills and concepts. In fact, through this course, you will learn how to customize and configure CRM systems for a variety of future business purposes and projects. To do that, you need to be able to understand the concepts and components of a CRM and develop a big picture understanding of how CRMs are typically structured and come together. So with this first lab, here are the assignments to help you develop that broader and deeper understanding of CRMs. First of all, you'll have readings and media. And yes, there will be a variety of these lab readings on a module-to-module basis. In this module, you'll need to begin by downloading this three-part introduction to CRM systems, concepts, customization, and configuration. You'll also have other lab media, such as these two items that you will see with some frequency in all of the labs. The Dynamic CRM Customer Center is a good place to check out when you have questions or want more clarification. It includes training materials and lots of insights into the Dynamics CRM platform. In addition, Evan has recorded and posted to YouTube a collection of tutorial videos on Dynamics CRM, primarily because text publishers have had a difficult time keeping up with changes in the technology and the software versions. Now I encourage you to use these YouTube tutorials to learn the basics of Dynamic CRM and CRMs in general. FYI, some of you will probably notice a connection to your CRM learning experience from ICT 305 and 505, Information Systems for Enterprise. So this first part is composed of readings to provide you with the foundational insights and skills you need for this class. Now with this and other modules, you'll normally have two sets of assignments. One is the group CRM concept development, and the other is your individual CRM lab. The group CRM concept development portion focuses on some of the big picture ideas and answers the why question. Meanwhile, the individual CRM lab portion takes that information and helps you apply it to individual skills use and development. The group CRM concept questions all come directly from the lab readings. In this module, the group questions come primarily from part 3. So individually, you should all read the assigned readings for this lab. And then as a group, you should answer the questions that Evan has posed for you. You'll then post your group answers to your group wiki on SharePoint. A few days later, I'll then post my feedback on your group wiki next to your posted answers. Now, the grading for this assignment is pass-fail, but you will have an opportunity to update and improve your answers based on my feedback if your initial response doesn't indicate an understanding of the concept. Now, just a quick note on how to tackle these group tasks. Ideally, you should discuss and agree on an answer for each question together. But yes, you could also just decide to divvy up these questions and then have each team member answer 2 or 3 questions. That's still fine. But it's still important that you all review and agree to everyone's answers before you post it. Alright, so after the group CRM concepts, you then have your individual labs. And here's the link to your individual lab for this module. So here's the actual lab for module number 1. And as you can see, the lab paints a scenario for your CRM lab project. The lab assignments for each subsequent module will continue to build on this same scenario. Below the scenario, you have your lab tasks. And within each task, Evan has provided very detailed step-by-step instructions that will help you complete that task. You'll notice icons like this green camera in your lab assignment. It means that you need to take a screenshot of your progress at that stage of the task and submit that screenshot to the Dropbox. This is how I'll be verifying that you actually did the assigned task as instructed. In this particular lab, for example, all the tasks require screenshots. Note that as you create these screenshots, please help me keep them organized by using a naming convention that makes it easy to identify the individual screenshots. Specifically, please name each screenshot with the appropriate task number and step number for that screenshot. So for example, if you are in the third task of the individual lab and step 5 asks for a screenshot, please label that screenshot image task 3.5. Another icon you'll occasionally see is this particular image of a magnifying glass. This means that the audit feature in the CRM is being used to verify that you completed the assigned task. So no screenshot is necessary when you see this. Further down in the lab guide, you'll also see a form at the bottom. This form essentially is a handy checklist that you can use to track your progress in this lab. But I'll also be using this same checklist to check off your assigned task based on what I see in the Dropbox and the CRM audit feature. Note that you will also see the icons here in this checklist form for each assigned task, so you can quickly know what was required for that particular task. Also, I will be giving you audio feedback in the Dropbox for each of these individual lab assignments. Now back to the lab introduction page. You can see that the individual lab assignment is also pass-fail. Again, I'll be posting your lab feedback in the Dropbox area for that completed lab. But as with the group CRM assignment, you'll have an opportunity to correct lab tasks that were incorrect. And as I mentioned earlier, please do name your screenshots with the naming convention described here. So in this provided example, if you are working on task 2 of a given lab and in step 7 you're asked to take a screenshot, after you take that screenshot, you should name that image task 2.7. Lastly, please note that while this module only has one lab with 4 tasks, other modules may in fact have multiple labs with a variety of tasks. So that concludes this video, an introduction to CRM customization and configuration labs. And once again, if you have questions and are unable to find answers in your readings or resources, please do ask sooner rather than later. Thanks a lot.